What?
I was waiting on you to start.
Oh, I didn't know we were live.
I typed.
I didn't hear the type. My bad.
Well, yeah. That's a thing now.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to you live from the outskirts of the internet. This is the Gaming Saloon. Now that I'm smart enough to look at fucking chat, I didn't realize we were going live at that exact instant. For July 10th, 2015, with your host, Peacemaker2448, and Rampant Epsilon. Sorry, I was distracted by Tumblr. Looking at things on Tumblr. And by things on Tumblr, I mean not important things.
Really?
Not really. There's like nothing important on Tumblr at the moment.
Oh.
There was screen caps. There were screen caps from like the new Dino Charge trailer. That's about it. That's about the most relevant thing on my Tumblr at the moment. But far enough back, I could find the Fruit Rider news about the 2 new suits for Gaim Gaiden 2, or 2 new forms for existing riders. So yeah, we're back after a bit of a hiatus because not TGS, E3 and me being on break.
Yeah.
So
really, the you being on breaks would threw this show out of whack.
Yeah.
But we're back with surprisingly a lot less articles than I would have figured.
There wasn't really much until like around where I would normally research for this show, to be honest.
So basically, we missed the show of Absolutely Dick and all?
Pretty much.
Oh. Makes sense.
I mean, we got Minecraft, so that's something.
I guess.
Before we get into that, what have we been playing these last 3+ weeks, I guess?
Wouldn't it be 4? Because we really didn't talk about that during E3.
I guess 4 then.
Let's see. Got Kirby and the Rainbow Curse. I like that game. Yeah. I can't remember if I got it after E3 or I might have got it while we were doing E3, but I got that Mario and versus Donkey Kong Tip and Stars game.
I remember you telling me about that at some point, but I don't remember when.
I can't remember either. Honestly, I've not played that in a little bit, but it's good. I feel like it was worth it. And that's the big thing. Really, I think that's about it. I've not played much while you've been gone, kind of deal.
Oh.
It's been more fight with my computer. Managed to finally squeeze out rendering all the videos that we need, even for next week's. And yeah, that about sums that up. The bulk of it was fighting with my stupid frickin' computer that is now Windows 7, not 8 anymore. Because fuck 8 and all that it stands for. It can go sit in the corner with Yuma.
Don't worry, well, you'll have Windows keys here real soon.
Yes, with Spartan and Cortana.
All that wonderfulness.
Yeah.
Is that it for you?
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, I got a list of things to talk about. So, before I get to the thing that has made news because of how shitty the port has been, let me talk about everything else. Primarily, I've been playing Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance or Kingdom Hearts 3D on the 3DS, and I completed it over vacation. Because when you don't have much to do when you're out at sea, you kind of just crack open the portable and just start playing.
Stands to reason.
Fuck some of those bosses at the end. Fuck, they are hard. And I'm playing on the like normal difficulty, and I'm like, holy fuck, when did this become proud?
Huh.
Like it was a bit of a tough fight, but yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3D pretty good. Like the controls are a bit to get used to because you're kind of playing a game designed to have a second analog stick with one analog stick. So
So basically, the game would have done better on the new 3DS.
yeah, that or you could pick up like the forgot the name of it, but like the little add-on that adds a second control stick. Yeah, it's still pretty good. I enjoyed it. It is the Kingdom Hearts game that leads directly into 3, so 3, if all the shit from Kingdom Hearts 3 made you from E3 made you excited, Kingdom Hearts 3D is the game you want to pick up if you want to just go straight into 3. If not, start at the beginning, go by release date, and figure out the fucking timeline. That or watch like game trailers, like timeline video, or anyone's timeline video explaining how the fuck the Kingdom Hearts timeline works, even though it's not that convoluted.
Huh.
It's not really. Like once you understand, like this game takes place before this game takes place after this game kind of takes place around the same time as this game's a bridge, etc., etc. It's just a lot of the terminology and a lot of the world stuff is what makes Kingdom Hearts a lot more complicated. It's not the timeline, by no means. Even though time travel is introduced at the end of this game, but in Kingdom Hearts 3D.
Really?
Yes. Because we gotta put in time travel now, because that's how the villain's plan is gonna work. It's like, I'm using time travel to literally bring forth 13 versions of myself to fuck you over. That is literally the like bare bones basic breakdown of Xehanort's plan for Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm going to get 13 versions of myself from all across time to fuck you over.
Well then.
Mm-hmm. So I've been playing that. I've seen some Fire Emblem Fates footage. And by Fire Emblem If technically. It's not Fates yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say you wouldn't be seeing Fates, you'd be seeing If.
Yeah. I got to see some Fire Emblem If footage from a guy on Twitch streaming it, and good god, that game looks so fucking slick.
Really?
Yes, like it's like boom, transition to battlefield, boom, back out to, or transition straight to battle. Battle happens, transition straight out to battlefield. There's like no loading, no like black screen transition. No, it's just zoom in, zoom out, and that's it. And it's like that is fantastic.
Huh.
It makes the game seem so much quicker because you cut out a lot of loading, and it looks really good too. For the 3DS Fire Emblem title, I mean. Well, it's not like the most mind-blowing looking game in the world, but it looks good for a 3DS Fire Emblem game. It looks cool. We just got the announcement like yesterday / the day before in the release of Invisible Kingdom, which is the third route, which is kind of a... We're getting both sides together to fuck over this third kingdom that apparently is the reason behind everything route, essentially. Apparently you get access to a majority of the two armies in the course of this game. Not all characters. Like, you get access to a majority of characters from both sides through this campaign. And it's completely different maps, a completely new story. So, yeah. That fucking... I'm gonna sink like 100 hours in Fates when that comes out. Because I'm gonna play through all 3 campaigns. Jesus. Yeah, saw that. Saw some Persona 4 Dancing All Night footage, because that came out the exact same day as Fire Emblem If. No, I have no interest in that game. but it looks good. I'll admit that. Plus, we got a new trailer for Persona 5, which fucking looks fantastic. Like that's all that needs to be said. Persona 5 looks fantastic. Can't wait. Playing some Star Wars Old Republic since we were not streaming it. Started
Oh yeah, I
Imperial
forgot
Agent
about that.
campaign. Yeah. We're playing it like Tuesday.
Yeah, I forgot about that actually.
Yeah. So started an Imperial Agent campaign. I've enjoyed it. I'm playing it as someone in the Empire who's working for the Empire, but anytime a Sith steps into her work, she's like, "All right, now fuck off, you fucking insane killer people." I like to do my work quietly and with subtlety,
But we're not
and
all insane killer people. Just Glock.
yeah, yeah, and then everyone else. Because I literally had like some big time fucking Sith Lord be like, "You're invited to the council. This is a grand pleasure," and all this other nonsense. It's like, "Now you will bow to me," and I'm like, "Fuck you." And then he's like, "You will bow to me," and I'm like, "No, fuck you." And then he proceeded to kill me.
Well then.
No, not technically not kill me, but knock me out. But gameplay wise, it was a kill. And I'm like, fuck you.
It's one of those. Now I'm really not gonna bow to you.
Yeah. No, yeah, motherfucker, you are on the fucking hit list if possible by the end of this fucking campaign. But I had to do this for about a hundred or two, where I played as it's someone who works for the Empire, but says fuck the Sith because the Sith are the reason the Empire is shit. Like, you wanna know why the Empire is evil? It's the Sith's fault because they're the root of all the fucking evil in the Empire. If there was no Sith, the Empire would be happy. It'd be a better place. So fuck those guys. Fucking controlling assholes. Uh, Fire Emblem was fun to record this week. And by fun to record, I mean fun to edit because I had to record my playbacks of the files in order to have them load into VideoPad. So
yeah, you had to record your recordings.
yeah. So that was 2 hours of sitting around doing dick and all as that happens.
No doubt.
Keep an eye on San Diego Comic-Con stuff. Some Avengers Alliance stuff got announced, but since I'm like dropped out of the game, I'm only into it out of curiosity now. I'm like, that's cool. Like apparently, Spider-Gwen, one of the Spider-Women, I forgot, I think it's Arya, Mayday Parker, Spider-Girl, and Silk are confirmed to be in the game. They just like tweeted an image of Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099 coming to the game. So a lot of Spider-Men are coming to the game, along with Winter Soldier is coming at some point to be playable. Which I'm not surprised they've done that sooner, but they have a queue to go through, as they've said. Because Howard Duck's in that queue. They've said it themselves.
Oh wow.
It'll happen eventually. People were demanding it after Guardians of the Galaxy premiered. That is the only reason Howard Duck is like in consideration to be in Avengers Alliance. That, and they're kind of running out of characters at this point.
True.
It's like we kind of have to start digging for characters now.
It's one of those they kind of blew their load a little early.
No, it's because hang on. You have let me get the count. They have by no means blew their load early. It's just come on, load up.
It's taking its time.
Yeah, because I have to load Opera, and then the game has to load. And now the game's almost loaded, where I can hit the button to go to the team menu. Maybe. What the fuck? There it goes. See, when you have 128 playable characters already, and you've kind of covered a lot of the major franchises, or 127, my bad, 127 accurately. 127 characters in the game, and you've kind of covered all your major bases already. You're kind of having to start to dig to the characters that no one really knows unless they get into some of the crossover events, like all the spider characters. So, yeah. 127 characters in Marvel and Avengers Alliance, so we're gonna have to dig now. Like, there's like, I assume there's like some major stuff mission like Winter Soldier, but a lot of your major characters have already been put in the game. There's few major characters left, I assume, and after that, it's like, well, we can put villains in there because we got a system for that. We can start putting in alternate universe characters in here because fuck it. We already have not only Ultimate Spider-Man but Superior Spider-Man in here. That was off the Spider-Verse Part 1 event, or Spec Ops. So not only do we have a future Peter Parker, or like pseudo future Peter Parker, but we also have the Ultimate Universe Spider-Man in here. And now we're filling in 29's Webhead. Hell, they also put in Spider-Man Noir, so that covers, what was it? What was the Spider-Man game that you had like Spider-Mans for 4 different universes you could play as? So it was like regular Spidey, Noir Spidey, 2099 Spidey. I don't remember what the 4th one was because I don't think it was Ultimate.
Was it? Was that one Web of Shadows, or something like that?
No, because I think that was just the Spidey and 2099 Spidey. I think.
I think I know the one you're talking about, but I can't remember which one it is right offhand.
Let me look up.
Awkward silence.
Oh wait, no, that's not even that one. That's a different one.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's all the Venom shit one. That's not even that one that I'm thinking of. Shit. What is the one I'm thinking of?
Jeez. I don't know then.
Is it Edge of Time? Edge of Time is the Spidey and 2099 Spidey one. Is it Shattered Dimensions? Shattered Dimensions, that's what it is. Oh wait, no, it was Ultimate Spider-Man. It was just Parker in the black suit, and that was about it. Okay.
Oh, wow.
I was like, Miguel O'Hara was not invented yet, so... Of course, Miguel O'Hara's invention has caused people to question, like, does he count under Sony's license for Spider-Man? Or does Marvel get movie rights to Ultimate Spider-Man? Because technically he was made after the deal.
I would think something like that, it would be anything pertaining to the Spider-Man name.
Well, it depends on the wording of the contract, I would feel like.
True,
because we don't know the wording of the contract.
True, but I would have to think that they would do something like that, to where they could dive into any of it.
Hey, Chattanooga is working. Hi, Caitlin Bryan. Thank God. I didn't think...
You mean Hex Chat?
The Hex Chat, yes, not Chattanooga. Hex Chat is working. I didn't think it was working because, like, I'm not getting moderator status in there. I should have moderator status. I don't know.
I guess let me try to boot on it then.
I'm getting messages. It's just I just have to switch over to the dashboard if I want to smack somebody with the van hammer.
Maybe, maybe not. You might could still smack someone with it through Hex Chat. Of course, it don't matter. We very rarely have to do that.
True. Because we very rarely have people show up.
True. Don't remind me of that one.
I got one of the extra no, I got two. Or no, I got one of the extra characters in my Fire Emblem Awakening playthrough. I got Wallert, meaning I played through the map with like a crap ton of enemies that I had to go through to beat Wallert, and that was it. I'm on, is it Emerin? I think is how you pronounce her name. I'm on that one, which is a pain in the ass because she's like way the fuck over to the right, and there's enemies close to her, and they will go and kill her immediately, and she's not gonna do dick to defend herself. So you gotta rush over there, grab her, but then you got all these fucking Pegasus Knight enemies you gotta deal with, and they all have fucking magic, so they're all assholes and all this other shit, and it's it's a bit of a frustrating map. Because you can easily get swarmed on that map. So now I can talk about Arkham Knight.
That wonderful piece of crap.
You know what? You know what's bad? I love the game. My only complaint so far is the piss poor performance issues. Like that is legit my only complaint right now. Because otherwise, it's hard for me to really judge the game because the performance issues for me induce input lag or just flat out input drops. Like, I have a feeling that the performance issues are the reason I'll have an input drop every now and again. And that's a terrible thing to have in, like, free flow combat, where precision is demanded.
Also, you are a moderator.
Okay.
It's listing that.
It's not showing it in Hex Chat for whatever reason. Anyway.
Hex Chat's being stupid.
Yeah, I don't know why Hex Chat's being stupid. But yeah, the Batmobile's like a little loose, but it's not the worst thing in the world to drive, in all honesty. Like, I know some people are like disappointed by the Batmobile because I kind of agree with them. It tends to get a little bit overutilized, but it's like the most important gadget you get in the game for all intents and purposes. So they're kind of really pushing it. And to be honest, anyone expecting the Batmobile to not get pushed apparently didn't pay attention to all of the ad campaigns and all of the intel or information they were dropping about the game. Because what did they always push? The fucking Batmobile.
True.
They pushed it a lot. Like, a lot.
Pushed it to the moon.
So it gets featured a lot in the game. It is centered around many different puzzles. You get race courses with Riddler. I have no idea who you should bet on CS:GO tomorrow. I don't even know who's competing or what you're talking about. So bet on the one with the most syllables in their name.
Really?
Yes.
What the hell?
What? Somebody asked, and I said, go bet on the one with the most syllables. So I have no idea what you're talking about, dude. I don't follow the Counter-Strike Go scene, so... Anyway. Like, I'm willing to push through, like, a lot of the performance crap that is bad. It is. Pretty bad at times. Like, when you're on the couple of airships, I am chugging very hard. But I've pushed through it all because I want to see the end of this game. I want to see the end of the series because, from what I know, because I've spoiled myself a little bit on the ending, I haven't seen the ending, but I know some of the content in the ending, It very much is. This is the end of the Batman Arkham series. Period. If we go somewhere now, we're going away from Batman. And we're doing something else, or somebody else in the DC universe. Which could be just about anyone they want, because they like name drop a few different people they could go towards. Because they could do Green Arrow, they could do Superman, especially because there's a lot of Superman references in this game.
Well, if there's a lot of references, that might be where they're going to aim towards then.
Lex Luthor has a voiced cameo.
Like I said, that might be where they're going to aim towards then. Whether
Maybe
they actually do it or not is going to be a question, but that might be their current plan.
if they do it, I don't think they have to work that hard to make the best Superman game, to be honest. Because Superman's not really had the best game lineup. Like, ever. And I'm not just counting Superman 64. Superman doesn't have a good history with video games. Green Lantern's gotten a couple references. There are a plethora of Batman characters who could take center stage, to be honest.
If they wanted to keep it in Arkham kind of deal.
In Gotham, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I fucked up.
I mean, you had Nightwing and Robin make big time appearances in this game. You have Azrael make an appearance or reappearance in this game in kind of a major way. He gets kind of a side case all to his own. Again, he gets a little bit more prominence. There's the Birds of Prey who get name dropped in this game, which are always an option. Zatanna gets name dropped. So there's so many options for them in terms of DC characters if that's the route they want to go. If not, they can probably do whatever the fuck they feel like. It all just depends. But in terms of Batman, it's done and over. All we get now is DLC content. Like the Batgirl content, which I pray to God is more content than the Harley Quinn and Red Hood content, because that's like 20 minutes and you're done content. Like, it's not that long. Like, Red Hood's really short. It's like maybe 15 minutes. It's like a Predator encounter and like 2 free flow encounters. Harley Quinn's a little bit longer, I feel like. But they are really short. And I hope Batgirl doesn't follow that trend, because that's going to be a very disappointing amount of money to drop. Especially when you're trying to sell the season pass on that piece of content alone. So, I guess here's hoping. Oh, also, my usual list doesn't work on Hex Chat.
Really?
Yep, and I can't even tell when someone enters or leaves the chat. So, Hex Chat is that busted for me right now. But, if you're looking for a recommendation, folks, here's my honest recommendation. I'm going to be echoing, I want to say it was Randy off Elder Geek on his review of Arkham Knight. I can't give this a definitive rating until it's better performing, at least for me, looking at the PC port. Until it's better performing, I can't give it an honest opinion. That being said, if you're going to pick up the game, from what I've heard,
My tablet was up. I didn't mean for it to be up.
I recognize those sound effects.
I'm sure you do.
If you're going to pick up Arkham Knight, pick up the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One version, since those are running beautifully from what I've heard. Like, if the PC port was running better, the PC port may eclipse those in terms of performance, but for now, they are the best performing ones, and they'll run, like, good and playable. Whereas PC port, you're gonna have to fight through it to get it to run. If you're on, like, a normal laptop that any consumer would have these days. Like, ToeBiscuit has, like, a really high performance computer. and he was having issues. And what he was showing was the top end of it. What you're seeing on, if you checked out the pre-stream, what you saw it run for me is probably a good like baseline, or good like maybe in between like a baseline and Total Biscuit. So I got a $1,000 laptop. So between those two is where I'm at, and that's how it runs for me.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But, so, pick up a console version. Don't pick up the PC version until these issues are fixed. And Rocksteady, I'll give them credit. They are busting their ass to try to fix this. They've apologized over and over again that, hey, this sucks. We're working on it. We're trying to fix it. We're trying to make it better.
They even went as far as, I don't know if they're still doing it or not, but they even went as far as issuing refunds.
Yeah. I'm not taking a refund because I enjoy the game despite the performance issues, so I'm willing to just bite that $60 bullet even though I have the option. Because, yeah, it may not be up to my standards, but I'm willing to let this one slide. Because it's one time Rocksteady has not lived up to my standards. One time. For me personally. I know for some other people who may have picked up, like, the Arkham City PC port, they're like, eh. Like, I don't know. Because Arkham City's PC port was not that good either. Of course, I'm also one of those people who, like, flat out said, like, don't pick up the Season Pass. Like, don't buy into the Season Pass right now. So, I think that's, like, everything I've been playing. Yeah, feels like everything I've been playing. So, I've had a good week of gaming. Got the chance to, like, focus and bear down and, like, beat Kingdom Hearts 3D, which was cool. And I'm like, I have now beaten almost every single Kingdom Hearts game that actually fucking matters going into 3. Like, I've beaten Kingdom Hearts 1, I've beaten Kingdom Hearts 2, I've beaten all 3 campaigns of Birth by Sleep, I've now beaten Kingdom Hearts 3D. I think the only things Kingdom Hearts wise I haven't touched are Key, because that's Japanese exclusive until Unchained comes out. Chain of Memories I've never played, which that's kind of an important one. I have Recoded, but I don't think that game's like important at fucking all. And 358 by half days is also not that important, so you can probably not worry about that one. So yeah, I can't wait for Kingdom Hearts 3. It looks really good. I'm excited to see it. So, guess we can talk about some gaming news now.
We
Speaking of
actually at gaming news.
yeah, speaking of DLC from Arkham Knight, let's talk about another company that apparently is fucking up DLC.
Oh. So, the company that always fucks up stuff?
No, because it's Bungie.
I was talking about Activision.
Well, it's still Bungie.
Because apparently Game Informer says that Destiny is not Bungie's error, it's Activision's error. Bungie was just a horrible victim.
Yeah, let's get Bungie. Let's cut Bungie some slack. Apparently. Anyway, this revolves around the Taken King expansion that essentially breaks down to, if you've bought the expansions before, from what I've heard, you're not getting the best deal for Taken King, because if you want the most amount of content out of Taken King, you have to essentially rebuy the previous 2 expansions. Let's see. And we got the breakdown of the editions of Taken King. Regular expansions, $40. Legendary edition, including the base game and the previous 2 expansions. Vault Glass and Shit, what's the other one?
I don't
I
know.
don't remember the second one. The Vault of Glass is the first one. There's a second one, but it's that one. And Collector's Edition, Legend. Let's see, Collector's Edition. Legendary Edition contains legendary contents plus physical items, in-game emotes, and armor shaders. And you're essentially adding $20 per edition. Taken King's 40, Legendary Edition's 60, Collector's Edition's 80. Why are they swapping around Legendary Collectors? Because that's not Bungie's trend? I don't know. You think Legendary would be the $80 one?
True.
Just off name. Anyway. Let's see. All this nonsense started with Luke Smith, director of the Taken King expansion, and speaking with Eurogamer. Smith defended the contents of the Taken King Collector's Edition. Right now, that's the only way to get the emotes in the armor shaders. Okay. Players are upset that the Collector's Edition includes base content that the two previously released base content and the two previously released editions. Those that have been playing from the beginning don't need or want those. Unless you just got a friend who's like, hey, here's 2 free expansions.
Yeah, but that's not going to be how it'll work. I have that
Probably
funny feeling that's not going to be how that'll work.
It's probably not how it'll work.
It's all going to be one code
Mm-hmm.
to redeem it, and it's, yeah. And that's going to suck.
Smith's response was at first glib, as they put it, poking at the interviewer who suggested he would like the opportunity to purchase emotes as microtransactions, which would make sense.
Yeah.
I mean, you're an MMO at this point. Why not have a cash shop? Yeah, why not have a cash shop where you could buy some of the stuff?
But, okay. I think what might happen here is they might be in fear of if they do that, people are going to want to push to be like, hey, you're transactioning people for different stuff. Why not make the game free to play? You see where I'm going with that one.
Yeah, because it's still making money as a non-free-to-play game. When it stops making money as a non-free-to-play game, then it becomes free-to-play.
But, I mean, I can see that being that whole footstep and being like, okay, you're microtransactioning people. Why can't we have this free to play now? I could completely see that being the whole reason why they're not so far.
Yep.
Stupid, but I could see it. But anyhow.
More detailings of all this stuff. And then Game Informer, I think, having their argument about all this. I assume that's the rest of the article. So I'm kind of skimming through it. I was mostly grabbing it just to bring up this topic. I didn't want an entire argument from Game Informer on this.
Yeah, that's a long article.
Yeah, I'll be honest. This kind of sucks for people who have been with Destiny since the beginning and are dedicated to Destiny. Like, people on Twitch who are dedicated Destiny players, like Professor Broman and, what is his name? I can't think of it. But, his brother, another player that's, he, plays with very often. Like, there are several people on the Twitch community who are dedicated Destiny players and love Destiny.
For
and I feel
whatever reason.
To each their own, I guess.
I'm sorry. To me, I can like it to a point, but it has too many faults for me to actually be just like, oh my god.
Well, yeah.
I see what you're saying there. This is bad for people that have stuck with them from the start. But I'm wondering if the concept behind this isn't necessarily to keep those players happy, but maybe to bring more people to the game.
then why not have some type of anniversary edition?
Where, like, maybe the legendary and collector's editions also included like everything kind of deal.
Well, I mean, like an anniversary edition of like you've been with the game for like a year or so. You've been with us since the beginning. Here's like a discounted version of like both of those editions that come without the 2 expansions.
Or you could go a step further. You could technically set it up like how the Steam gifting is to a sense. Allow each of the expansions to be their own separate redeemable code, and then it someone could still buy the full version, but pass those codes off to someone that actually might need it.
Yeah. That's a bit tricky with the collector's edition since it comes with physical content.
Yeah.
But I'm like, if you had some type of bonus for people who have been there since the beginning and stayed with the game, like through it all, like there's no real like, hey, here's a loyalty, like here's something for being loyal to us and sticking with us. There's not something there from what I'm seeing. It's, hey, you bought those 2 expansions, now buy it all again.
Yeah. Plus the base game. Can't forget
Yeah,
that.
yeah, base game plus the expansions. It's like, can we get a loyalty collectors and a loyalty legendary edition? Just be like, hey, you don't need the game, you don't need the 2 expansions. Here's like just the expansion.
Or
Like the legendary.
or here's a novel concept. Okay, they're selling the base game, the last 2 expansions, plus the new expansion for 60. I'm not even
Yeah.
going to include the collector's one. Just looking at the legendary.
Mm-hmm.
Why not create some kind of mix and match deal where they could pick which ones they want? Like, say they missed one of the expansions, want to pick it up, pick the Taken King up, but they've played Destiny since day one, so they really don't need the base game or the other expansion that they already have. Why not do that? It's like
Mm-hmm.
it's like there's so many other different methods they could have done here that would have still made them money. uh,
Malnus defending uh, Chase on Twitter.
oh god.
Apparently people are giving Chase a lot of flack for him being stiff, for having a stiff personality. But
Um. Um.
they're kind of missing the point. Is essentially what Malinus is bringing up. It's like that's kind of the point. Is he is supposed to be stiff because he's a robot who probably only has one emotion, and from the sounds of it, it's probably anger.
Don't you just love stupidity?
Yeah. Thank you, Malice, for defending Chase on Twitter, even though I didn't think Chase was getting flack. I seriously thought like Chase was like half the reason people were watching Drive for as long as they were.
Apparently not. uh.
So let's talk about Dark Souls and a mod that is gonna make Dark Souls fun for people, I guess. Man by going name of the Hacks. Okay, it's a bit of a weird name. On YouTube is creating a mod that allows you to play as any of the bosses in the game.
Hmm.
Okay. Oh, hey, the videos were working on me now. They were crashing on me earlier.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. So now you're going to look at the video to see if there's actually any use in watching it. Right.
It's pretty much like, hey, I'm playing as a dragon. Like, big-ass dragon you see on screen. Like, that's pretty much it. I'm breathing fire. I'm fucking people up. It looks like he's actually, like, hacking in to play as the dragon. From the
Probably.
looks of it. This is a neat idea. It's something. I'm not sure how extensive it's going to be, because that's a lot of work. And those are some very different bosses in the game.
Yeah, it wouldn't be necessarily a copy and paste kind of concept.
True. So, I guess that's something to look out for. That nice little quick article to throw out there. Anyway, let's talk about the Mighty Number 9 crew and how they're continuing to do things that are making people question their backing of Mighty Number 9.
Huh.
Red Ash is a brand new Kickstarter coming from the Mighty Number 9 crew, and apparently it's not doing well. Like, let me see if I can pull up the Kickstarter.
Well, honestly, from the way I've heard it, based off of Mighty Number 9, yeah, I kind of can understand that.
It's at 354,732 pledged of their 800,000 goal with about 4,500 backers. 23 days to go. This is apparently working off a Mega Man Legends concept. I don't think they've even hit a stretch goal yet, as far as I know.
Jeez.
Do. Rewards, all the rewards. Do we have a stretch goals? Yeah, they haven't hit stretch goal yet because they haven't even gotten funded yet.
Wow.
And it doesn't help that Mighty Number 9's not out yet, and
I thought it was out.
Nope.
Oh.
Nope. Beta was out, but not the actual game.
Oh.
Yeah, they're wanting to do an animated series again before the game is even out. They're also wanting to do a live-action movie before the game even comes out. And now we have this new Kickstarter from the same team before we even get to play one full game from them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sketchy as fuck, son. Not gonna lie, that's super sketchy.
Yeah.
I think people have started calling Keiji Inafune a con man because he has conned many dollars out of people's wallets. So yeah, how about we talk about something that's better and not quite as heavy?
How about we hold on and let me load it up so that we can?
Oh,
So procrastination time.
well, it's Minecraft related.
The next thing is?
Yep.
Hey, it's that one.
Yep. Hey, we got an official trailer from Minecraft Story Mode. Meaning, we're now going to get that single player, like, true, real single player campaign from Minecraft. Well, true traditional single player from Minecraft. Just to throw out the blurb at the bottom describing what the hell's going on in this game, because we haven't heard anything about this game since the announcement. You control protagonist Jesse throughout the season as portrayed by actor Patton Oswalt. Jesse and his group of friends revere the legendary Order of the Stone, 4 adventurers who slayed an Ender Dragon. The Order are the very best at what they do. Warrior, Redstone Engineer, Griefer, and Architect. While at EnderCon, Jesse and his friends discover that something is wrong, something dreadful. Terror is unleashed, and they must set out on a journey to find the Order of the Stone if they are to save the world from oblivion. I love how a class is Griefer.
you do too. But I'm not the only one.
So it's Warrior, Redstone Engineer, Architect, Griefer?
So you know what it is. Someone that'll beat you to death.
Mm-hmm.
Someone that is talented as fuck. Someone that knows how to build stuff. And then someone that just goes around wrecking everything.
Pretty much. I'm like, you couldn't come up with a 4th normal class for Minecraft?
You know, I've got one that they could use.
What?
Enchanter.
True. That, Hunter, Farmer, Mapmaker. Modder, just to make another modder just for an inside joke. Blacksmith. Gonna go with Griefer. Anyway, shall we take a look at the trailer?
We shall. We shall.
That trailer loud as fuck!
This trailer's laggy. And I've not even started in on it.
Oh no.
Please, computer, don't hate me. Okay, we're gonna...
Quit!
Stupid
Smack
YouTube
it.
player.
Smack it.
Okay, let's do it.
Alright, take a look at the trailer in 3, 2, 1, go. By the way, it's exposition heavy. Because I've seen this trailer already.
I have just the thing for you.
You're giving me a sword?
Even better, you can make your own.
That's not how you build a sword! That should be 2 sticks and 1 block, not 2 blocks and a stick, right? Or am I wrong? No, oh wait, no, that's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Just leave it.
There might be even more going on here than you thought.
I don't think you realize what you've done.
I will say, they have nailed the Minecraft aesthetic.
Yeah.
Our gang sticks together. That's what we do.
Well, that's not good!
It's in your hands now. Go!
Odd, he has a pet pig. Please tell me the pig doesn't die at some point in the story.
It probably does.
God damn it, why you gotta kill the pet pig?
Also coming to iOS and Android.
Like every other Telltale game has come to iOS and Android, so...
Well then.
That is not that surprising. So, what do you think?
It'll be interesting to see how they pull this off.
I'm interested in watching a Let's Play of it.
It's funny to see how much Minecraft has actually kind of disappeared, so to say.
Yeah, kind of.
Because it's like it was this big thing, and now everyone's just like, moving on.
Well, we're kind of out of things to do with Minecraft, let's be honest.
True.
Like, it's really to the modding community now to really do cool things with Minecraft.
And really, because of the whole Mojang being bought by Microsoft, that kind of diminished really quickly too. Because like Craft Bucket, which hosted the big vanilla side of plugins and everything, yeah, that's kind of at a standstill.
Yeah.
So literally, once 1.9 comes out, that's kind of it. Unless someone picks it up before then.
And apparently Malice is catching up on the last couple episodes of Drive. He just posted Combiner Wars Wave 7. It's fucking belts, got tied shift car mode.
Oh god.
I'm like, pretty much that works. That's put together just like every fucking Combiner Wars figure, it feels like. Anyway.
But, yeah. It is kind of funny, though, that Minecraft's kind of diminished. So maybe this will bring new life to it?
Maybe. They can put in, like, content from the Telltale game.
My question, though, obviously they're going to have this as a standalone. Are we eventually going to see it be integrated into Minecraft traditionally?
Maybe.
Because, I mean, obviously, upon release, this is going to be its own thing. But I'm kind of curious on if it winds up being popular, if there's going to be any kind of integration into Minecraft.
Hope so. Because they haven't really done a big update, since the horses, really? I might have missed something between the horses and now, but it feels like the horses
was
were
back
the...
1.6. I know that was a big one, but I'm wanting to say 1.7 might have had a big one. I can't remember what it was though. I don't think we've really had the big one for 1.8 yet.
Yeah. The horses have been like a year plus, it feels like.
Yeah.
So it's been a while.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this guy who got Fallout 4 for free because he's a fucking brilliant son of a bitch. Fallout fans sent more than 2,000 bottle caps. That's 11 pounds to Bethesda's office prior to the company's big E3 press event. And he's going to get Fallout 4 for free.
Jeez.
Essentially, as they kind of point out, free isn't quite true because that's 2,000 bottle caps. You had to spend money to get that, but I have to assume, like, through sending 2,000 bottle caps, he's kind of paying for it in a meta sort of way.
Oh god.
Post went up on Reddit with a picture. Matt Grandstaff, global community lead at Bethesda Softworks, confirmed the news on Twitter. This is obviously the first and the last time Bethesda will do this for a fan, but the company recognized and rewarded Gator Machete Jr.'s earlier efforts and ingenuity. Fallout 4 is coming out this fall for PC, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4. So, yep. Dude bought Fallout 4 using bottle caps because he's an ingenious son of a bitch. And why didn't someone else think of that sooner?
Seriously.
Damn it! Someone could have had a free Fallout 4 if someone thought of that before him. I could have had a free Fallout 4 if I thought about that. It's like, here's like 60,000 fucking, or like 6,000 bottle caps. That's like $60 in Fallout universe, right? That's my pre-order. That's my pre-order. That's my pre-order for Fallout 4. No tax, of course. I do, although I will say, I kind of wish it did, like in a weird sort of way, equaled out to be bottle caps wise the
The
price of the
price
game.
of the game. That would be funny.
Because then the other would be like, oh yeah, well, it counts because yeah, that's exactly the price of the game in bottle caps. So we'll take it. It's our one and only pre-order by bottle caps. So
And
watch,
months before anyone else could pre-order.
yeah. Now watch. He gets a special bottle cap edition of the game where they're like, here's like some special bottle cap award we're gonna send to you with your copy of the game.
You know, that would be awesome if they did that. Just be like, yeah, you did this. We want to make sure you remember this forever.
Yeah, we're gonna give you your one and only just you edition of the game.
Oh, God.
All right. So, I got an article here that I'm honestly surprised the company said this because companies never usually say these things as bluntly as this.
And?
Sega CEO, we betrayed fans over the last 10 years.
Wait, 10 years, so back before Sonic 06. So, yeah, okay. At least
That
they're
works.
acknowledging that one. Got it.
Sega CEO Hajime Satomi offered some hard truths about how his company has treated fans over the years and how he hopes to return listening to the Sega brand of old that cared deeply about fans and the experiences they got from the company. Interview was translated by our good friends over at Silicon Era because they're like one of the best websites to go to. No, seriously, they're like one of the best gaming websites out there. I really like the stuff they put out.
And to think we're on Game Politics right now.
I didn't see it in Silicon Era's list, so I might have just missed it. According to translations, Tomy disclosed that he has been talking at length with employees on how to improve the quality of the company's games moving forward. Let's see, should start putting. Let's see how employees talking to employees about how Sega should start putting serious consideration into quality from this point on. He told Famitsu, particularly in North America and Europe, where it always been more of a focus on schedules. I believe if we can't maintain quality, it would be better to not release anything at all. That's how one goes out of business.
Can I say something?
What?
If he wants to start putting consideration into quality, here's a concept. Let someone actually test the game. I think Sonic Boom was the biggest proof that no one tested the game and gave feedback that was listened to.
Let's see. On top of acknowledging that they have, as it says, betrayed fans by releasing games that were less stellar experiences, and he would like to regain trust and become a brand once again. Because apparently Sega's not a brand anymore.
Even though it still is.
I guess it's a curse. I don't know. I don't know what happens when you're not a brand. Are you just a company then?
Apparently.
Sega will have a few announcements at Tokyo Game Show later this year. That's not that far away. So mentioning some of the recent history of Sega. No mention of Valkyria Chronicles until you get to the first post of the fucking comments going, how about some non-handheld Valkyria Chronicles? That was a good franchise.
Although, you know, they do kind of make a point. That last little paragraph there kind of makes a point there. They've been so focused on making Sonic games instead of focusing on their other IPs. I mean, honestly sit back and think, how long has it been since we've had any of the 3 series that's mentioned there? Shining Force, Virtua Fighter, and Phantasy Star.
Quite some time. Like the second thing I can think of that's come out that is
Non-Sonic.
non-Sonic is really like Project Cross Zone, and that's a collab effort with 2 other companies. Right? Sega's not. Sega's not Project Cross Zone, is they? Are they?
I
They're
don't
not, are they?
think so.
I think I'm insane.
Capcom
No, they are.
and Namco.
Capcom. It's Capcom, Sega, and Namco Bandai. There's 3 companies in Project Cross Zone. I was about to say Sega was in there because I think Virtual Fighter characters are in there. And no, she's Ulala's
Sega.
Capcom. Oh no, okay, it is Sega. I thought Ulala was Capcom.
No, that
No,
one's
she's
Sega because she was in the racing
All
game
Stars,
that
Yeah.
Sega put out here a little while
and
back.
that's kind of Sonic related, so I guess that doesn't count.
That's one of those I don't really consider it that, even though that's what they chalked it up to be. Because if you sat down and looked at the characters in the game, yeah, it's not really a Sonic game. It's more of a Sega game. They just didn't want to ignore the fact that Sonic was in there.
Yeah, it's a Sega game, and the fact that we want a Mario Kart game, and we gotta pull together our just random franchises into this and hope for the best.
Honestly, I think they did good. I'm not gonna say it would blow the doors off of Mario Kart 8, no pun intended, but it wasn't a bad game either. So, I wouldn't even mind seeing more stuff like that, in all seriousness.
Oh, and random, like, 10-second name drop this news article that just came out. Apparently, Kojima flat out told Tetsuya Nomura to remake Final Fantasy VII over a dinner they had together. He just apparently flat out told him, "It's like, you should remake Final Fantasy VII." Because it was like between those two, Metal Gear artist Yoji Shinakawa and Square Enix CEO Yoichi Wada. A dinner between the 4 of them. No, Kojima just flat out said you should remake Final Fantasy VII. Because people were telling him, Kojima on Twitter, it was like, you should tell Nomura, and he's like, I'll pass it along. It's like, I told him. Apparently this was before E3, so.
Oh god.
I love Kojima. He's just like flat out like, you should remake that game. Like, apparently I'm getting fired, like, after Metal Gear Solid 5 comes out. And apparently, like, Kojima Studios has been dissolved now. According to, like, a report coming out of Japan, so.
Wow.
So yeah, but Kojima's, like, out of a job, apparently, but whenever Metal Gear Solid 5 comes out. So he's like, hey, you should remake that game. And maybe you should hire me. Because I need a job.
I can see that. Be like, hey, remake that game. I'll do it.
It's like, I'll work on it. I'll help you. Just give me a job. I gotta work somewhere, because apparently Konami's kicking me out the fucking door.
Because they want to go mobile.
No, they want to go casino. No, not just mobile. They want fucking slot machines, son.
Pretty much. Which I don't think that'll go over too good.
I got $35 on off a slot machine.
Exactly the point. How much did you spend to get to that, though?
On just that run, $11.
So see, they lost money.
Yeah.
That means if that keeps happening and every person that goes to that same slot machine does that, that slot machine will be gone.
Yeah. My mom, I think, turned $1 into $50, so.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's about the only machine, I swear, on the fucking boat I was on that you could get money out of.
Well, see, that's how they do it then. You go to the others, you lose your money there, and then you go to that one with your last dollar, and then there you go.
Yeah.
You make more money to go lose on the others again.
Yeah.
That's the concept behind it.
Shall we talk about our releases?
We shall, and this time I shall not have anything to have to scroll through, so.
Essentially, I've done up a grid formatted Word document to go through all the fucking releases that are upcoming. Thanks to GameFAQs for documenting all this, and it's far more extensive than game trailer, so yay! And it's actually accurate.
I think we need to try to figure out something that I can do on stream so we don't just have the title card sitting there for no discernible reason while we're talking about releases.
Well, I could do it like in a Google Docs Excel document.
That would probably work.
Anyway, coming out on... I'm going to start with consoles, then transition to PC. I ain't doing with mobile because there was like no mobile releases, so... starting with console releases. Starting on the 14th, we got Guncraft coming out on 360. Roy McCallery, PGA Tour on Trials Fusion, Awesome Level Max coming out on Xbox One. And then on PlayStation 4, we got Deception 4, The Nightmare Princess, God of War 3 Remastered, Godzilla, and then the previous two games I mentioned coming out on Xbox One are coming out on PlayStation 4 as well that day. So, yay! If you watch Silicon Era a lot, you'll know what Deception 4 is. It's some weird trap-based game. It's essentially if you thought, you know what we need? We need an anime version. We need to take the concept of Home Alone and turn that into a Japanese anime. It's about the best way I can describe Deception 4.
Huh.
Yes, it sounds weird. It is weird. I have seen footage. Anyway, on the 15th, we've got Tachyon Project on Xbox One and The Vanishing of Ethan Carter on PlayStation 4. 17th is going to give us No Time to Explain on the Xbox One. That's a weird, fun little indie game I've seen on PC. 21st is going to give us a lot of the stuff across both Xbox One and PlayStation 4 with Batman Arkham Knight, Batgirl, a Matter of Family DLC coming out on the 21st. F1 2015, Wolfenstein The Old Blood, and Zombie Army Trilogy coming across both of those consoles. But PlayStation 4 is also getting Journey, Ochiabara Z2 Chaos Banana Split Edition, whatever the fuck that is. And no, I'm not kidding, it does say Banana Split Edition. I don't know if ice cream's included with the release game, so... 23rd is going to give us Binding of Isaac Rebirth on Xbox One and Wii U, but the Wii U is also getting Pixel Slime U on that 23rd. Now, PC, we got a crap ton to get through because, fuck, PC gets a lot of releases apparently. We're getting Fatal Error on the 13th, AR-K Episode 3, The Great Escape, Fighties, Guild of Dungeoneering, Nomad Fleet, and Trials Fusion Awesome Level Max on the 14th. On the 15th, we're getting a Massive Dead, Antario in, Antiopoly, Axis Football 2015, DGU, Energy Heroes, Dallas, The Dark's Call, and SEEP Universe on the 15th. Don't even begin to know what any of the shit is. 16th, we're getting Biodrone Battle and Legions of Steel Luxslinger. 17th gets a Cast of the Seven Godsends, Interstellaria, Nico, Through the Dream, and No Time to Explain Remastered. Just in time for that Xbox One release, I believe. Yep. 20th is giving us Lightning Warrior Raidy 3, or Raidy, Raidy 3. And the Bug Butcher. Don't ask me what the stuff is, I'm just reading the releases. 21st is giving us Beach and Clear Deadline. Wow. Gotta really emphasize that dead part. Icy, Tembo, the Badass Elephant. Yay! It's coming out the 21st. You remember that game, right?
Yes.
It's coming out 21st. And Yasai Ninja. And finally, the 23rd is getting us Better Late Than Dead. Or no, Better Late Than Dead. So we gotta emphasize that dead once more. Feast, Olympia Rising, and Transcendence. And that is all our releases. No portable releases really coming out. Or no mobile releases from what I saw. So that's our releases.
Hmm. Well then.
Lots of stuff that I have no idea what the fuck is. So, guess that'll move us to quick draws. And I get to talk about the vacation I was on. So, yeah. Nothing gaming related, I'm just gonna talk about the vacation I was on. We were on a cruise to Alaska this year, so we flew out from Atlanta out to Seattle on a 4-hour flight where I got to read a lot of Halo, Ghost of Onyx. Got to read a lot on the 4-hour flight back, which was technically a 7-hour flight. It was a 1-hour flight up there because time zone changes. Don't ask. That's pretty much how it works because of time zone changes. But flew out to Seattle. We spent like half a day in the Seattle, or we hopped on the cruise boat. Found a really cool museum that I can't remember the name of, but it's like a museum that's got like a whole bunch of different medias represented into it. So you got like an indie game showcase. You got 2 different bands had displays up. You had a Chuck Jones display, so you had a lot of Looney Tunes concept art and drawings. What else was there? High Grade Ex Lotus. Crap, lost my train of thought. They had a Star Wars display when they had a whole bunch of costumes. So it was a really cool museum. It's like right next to the Space Needle. So if you go to the Space Needle in Seattle, look out for this museum. It's really cool. I wish I got to play a lot of the indie games there, but we were short on time, so I just got to look at them. I only recognized about 2. That Inuit folklore game from like way back when, and Nuclear Throne. That's the only 2 I recognized. Otherwise, I was like, I have no idea what this is, and I kind of want to play it. But I can't. We were on the cruise ship for like 2 days before we got to Juneau, Alaska. Spent a day there. We got to do some whale watching and looking at a glacier. Got to see some humpback whales. That was cool. Then we took I think it was like a day cruise down to Skeg, Alaska. Forgot what we did in Skeg. But we spent a day there. Then we went to, I think, another day cruise to Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. So I've been to Canada. I got to meet Canadians. They're not that very different from normal people, so.
Kind of figured.
It was a really nice town. Apparently really expensive to live in, but it was a really nice town. So that was pretty much a vacation because we were back in Seattle and we flew straight back home, and I was back home at like midnight Friday night. That's when I got back. So that's my vacation in a nutshell. Not really anything major, honestly. It was a nice, chill vacation. Nice week away from a lot of stuff.
Well, that's always good.
Yep. Ghost of Onyx was a cool read. Not what I thought it was. So. Tommy, what would be your quick draw?
Hold on just a second.
Yeah, gotta pull it up.
Yep. Okay, anyhow. My quick draw is kind of a WTF moment to 343. That's about the short and long of it. Apparently, Halo 5 Guardians isn't going to have split screen for co-op or multiplayer. Honestly, it kind of aggravates me because that's some. There again, it kind of shows that they're not paying attention to what actually made Halo what it is. Just gonna say that. Because Halo 4's multiplayer, yeah, you could slap Call of Duty's name on it and it would be the same. You know that even. I don't I
Yeah.
don't have to just say it kind of deal.
Yeah.
That kind of it that right there put me on edge for 5, and then to find this out that they're willing to sacrifice that just to get it to run at a higher frame rate. It's like, okay. Honestly, I don't see anything different between 30 and 60 frames. Personally. If you don't remove the core stuff and it's still running higher than 30, does it really matter?
Yeah. I mean, like, I feel like you can only pull like past 60 if you really do something on PC. Feel like it. I don't know if that's
I
true or
don't know.
not.
You probably could on consoles.
Yeah, but most of your like higher than 60 frame rate games are going to be on PC
Right.
primarily because they can handle that frame rate consistently.
But, okay. At that point, are you playing a game or watching a movie?
Depends on the game. Are we talking about Metal Gear Solid?
But you see what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Halo's not one of those where I feel like that's needed. I really don't. It's good. Don't get me wrong to have the higher frame rate, but why sacrifice something that brought Halo to where it is today simply to get that higher frame rate? Or, for that matter, here's a concept, and I'm wanting to say it was either Halo 2 or 3 did this. The single player stuff by itself ran at a higher frame rate than the multiplayer. I'm wanting to say it was 2, but I can't swear to that one. Why not do something like that? Then you please everyone.
Mm-hmm.
The people that want the 60 frames can do that in single player, but the people that want to have the split screen still can do that, and it still can look good. It's just not going to be running like it would if you were by yourself. That's what gets me, and I don't know. As it currently stands, I don't have any interest in Halo 5 right now.
I watched a Let's Play of it. That's got short and long of it.
That's about as far as I'll go with it.
Doesn't help that I don't own an Xbox One, so.
It's like I was holding out. Yeah, Master Chief Collection had its. I'm gonna be nice. Had its issues.
Yeah. That's a dead horse has been beaten.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna be nice. But
They keep it on live support so we can keep making jokes about it.
yeah. But with all of its issues, really, Halo 5 was going to be what I was going to decide on whether I was going to be dead set to try to get an Xbox One or not. And right now, no. That's just all there is to it. They've removed the reason to deal with Halo on the Xbox One.
Mm-hmm.
So why? And quite frankly, Halo 4, I've played it split screen. It still looks just as good. you don't lose enough for it to matter. I'm sure you lose some, because that's just all there is to it. You're having a console that's already going to be pushed at its max for that game, trying to do it twice. Of course it's going to suffer some. I'm aware of that one, but it's like, I don't know. I would sacrifice the frame rates as long as it wasn't choppy.
Yeah.
Like, if you dip down below 25, then yeah, that might be problems. But really, 25 and higher, that's smooth. Yeah, it might not be flawless. Yeah, it might not be, oh my god, it's 60 frames. But, yeah, I don't see where it's needed. But that's kind of where I stand with Halo 5 at the moment.
Alright, so that's your quick draw, so we can call it our stream there, pretty much.
At like an hour and a half into it.
But well, we're past E3, so we ain't got much like big stuff to talk about because everyone's like blowing their load. We got Tokyo Game Show coming up soon, so like Microsoft's like, hey, we got stuff that probably should have been at E3 coming at like Gamescom, because I think Gamescom's coming up soon as well.
Why do I have a feeling, though, Microsoft's gonna realize that Halo 5's gonna underperform because of some of the things that they're doing, and we're gonna see one of two things happen. One, it's gonna wind up on Windows 10, or two, they're gonna cave, and we're gonna see the split screen come back to try to sell more.
Oh. Okay, can we take that Windows 10 one so I can be like, hey, I can play Halo 5 now?
I want the Windows 10 one. I want Master Chief Collection on Windows 10.
Do you want the broke-ass multiplayer?
No, I mean, they need to fix it, but, I mean, that's what I want. That way we can get everyone shutting up about having 3 on PC, and we can nip the whole 4 on PC in the bud before it even happens.
yeah, and then, hey, you get to play ODST for the first time.
True.
Then you can experience what is the best single-player story of the Halo franchise.
It's one of those that ODST is on my list of wanting to pick up, but I'm also at the point of, there's going to be a point where I'm going to have to get an Xbox One.
They're just going to wait till you can get an Xbox One, get the Master Chief Collection.
It's kind of where I'm wanting to sit, but it's like, damn it, Halo 5 was going to be the thing. And then they go and biff something like that, and it's... That right there made me think, okay, what else have you done then? Because if you're already going to strip the major thing that brought Halo where it is, well, hell, brought console shooters where it is, that's kind of not good, especially coming out of Halo 4 from my perspective. Like, if that was it by itself and Halo 4 felt like another Halo game all the way around, yeah, I'd still be fine with it. Because, yeah, that's a problem, but it's minor compared to some of the things they've done already. But having that stacked up on it, it's like, no. I think they just killed that one for me.
Well, I guess check us out in 2 weeks, where we have more gaming stuff to talk about, more than likely, hopefully.
Hopefully, maybe, possibly.
Who knows what the hell's going to happen, like, next 2 weeks. For all we know, we're going to have, like, a surprise announcement of something that we can, like, talk about for, like, an hour and a half.
Maybe.
I'm sure if Glock ever fucking got caught up on the Kingdom Hearts franchise, me and him could have an hour-long conversation about the franchise.
Or if we covered any of the remote stuff from the Five Nights at Freddy's 4 with Glock.
Yeah. I've been seeing the teaser posters, and every time I see a new teaser poster that has, like, specifically an animatronic in it, I'm like, nope, fuck that. Nope, fuck you. No. I don't want fucking mini fucking Springtrap.
Why not? You know you want it.
No, I don't want fucking
Y-
nightmare killer
Shh.
fucking animatronics.
Sure you
Ugh.
do.
No, I don't.
Sure you do. Come on. You know you want
Well,
it.
I'm glad I'm one of those people who doesn't have to fucking play that game because people will demand me to do it.
Ah, come on. You and me, we'll have a race. See who lasts the longest.
It'd be you because I'll give up eventually. Be like, fuck this. I want to play a game I'll enjoy.
Oh, no, I'd probably be in that boat.
I enjoy Five Nights at Freddy's at a distance.
Yeah. And by at a distance, I mean on this side of the monitor watching Markiplier play it.
Yes. Poor Markiplier. Anyway, 2 weeks. Check that out. Also, if you're listening to this live and or listening to the recording before July 20th, go Marvel.com, Marvel Unlimited. Pay a penny. Get a fucking crap ton of comics for a penny you can read for an entire month. Go do it. It's a really cool thing that they're doing for San Diego Comic Con, and I've really enjoyed my penny's worth of comics right now. So, so the dogs will shut up because apparently they demand us to stop.
I'm fixing to go fucking kill that damn dog. Like, legitimately kill it.
Anyway, that's Tommy. I'm Peace. Good night, everybody. We'll see you on the next episode of The Gaming Saloon.
As always, you can find the Gaming Saloon on our site at tgsnetwork.org. Don't forget to follow us on our social medias, on Twitter by following at tgsaloon, on Google Plus at google.com/plus tgstgsr.org, and on YouTube at youtube.com/tgsaloon. Till next time.